Hey guys, we must have heard, read, or even used some English words like googling, cafe, skateboard, sitcom, or intro. The words that I just mentioned are just a few examples of words that form through a process called word formation. What is word formation? Word formation is the process of creating new words or modifying existing words through some ways such as adding affixes, combining two words, or shortening a word. This could happen because we feel many emotions every day, and the high creativity that we have makes us able to creating new words that are more unique and innovative as a way for us to express ourselves. Now, let's think about several things, like where do these words come from? How can these words be formed? And what are other examples of the same word formation? I guarantee it's so interesting to know. So, let's break them down one by one. Okay, now pay attention to the first word mentioned, googling. Maybe this is not a difficult one because we all know that googling comes from Google. In this case, googling itself can mean searching for information on an application called Google. So, what's that process called? It's called coinage. Coinage is a process of creating new words, often come from commercial, technological, or popular cultural names that become of everyday language. We have some examples of coinage, like frisbee from Frisbee Pie Company and sandwich from Earl of Sandwich. The next word we have cafe as an example. Fun fact, cafe originally comes from French, which literally means coffee or can refer to a coffee shop. So, there is a process by which French words become English words. This is called borrowing. Borrowing is a process of creating new words in a language that come from other languages but retain the original meanings. We have some examples of borrowing, like piano from Italian, which means soft or slow, and karaoke, kara means empty, and oke means orchestra from Japanese. Let's move to the next example, skateboard. Skateboard is a combination of two words that come from skate and board. This is called compounding. Compounding is a process of creating new words by combining two or more words to create a new and single word with a different meaning. We have some examples of compounding, like download from down and load, and honeymoon from honey and moon. For the next example, sitcom, we have some similarity with compounding, but not totally the same. So, sitcom is a combination words that come from situation and comedy. This is widely called blending. Wait, but what's the difference between compounding and blending? Compounding combines two complete words to form a new word, while blending combines two parts of words, such as the beginning of one word and the end of another, to create a new word. So the difference is compounding uses whole words, while blending cuts words to combine them. We have some examples of blending, like emoticon from emotion and icon, and workaholic from work and alcoholic. Move to the last example, intro. which comes from introduction. In this case, we find that some of the letters in introduction are cutted, so it's not written or pronounced. This process is called clipping. Clipping is a process of creating new words by reducing some letters of a longer word to a shorter form without changing the meaning. We have some examples of clipping, like pic from picture and phone from telephone. So after all, we know that we will always create new words from time to time, and shows how flexible language is actually. And it's so exciting to know that words can be built in some interesting ways. Do you agree with me? Okay guys, we have come to the end of today's topic. I hope you can see that word formation in morphology is actually fun to learn. Maybe like playing puzzles, I guess. Okay, that's all. See you next time and goodbye guys.